Well, earlier this month, we were talking about mushrooms. Now we're talking about monarchs. We're talking about the monarch butterfly, this fascinating story about how in Mexico they've been moving a forest 1,000 feet up a mountain. They're trying to change the habitat for the butterflies, and so they can hopefully survive when they are migrating there during the winter time, I believe it is. Well, we have a person here who loves nature, and you learned more about that earlier this month. But welcome back, Linda.
Thank you, Brandon.
What is your reaction to this story? It's not something you read every day, I guess. What are your thoughts on it? What's your biggest takeaway?
Well, nature is unique. There's so many different parts of nature and they all work together. And sometimes, things go extinct. And, sometimes that's due to humans, and that's when it's really unfortunate. But sometimes it's just the course of nature, and you have to let that happen,
Okay, all right. Well, are you a big fan of butterflies?
Actually, I am. I've always liked butterflies. I think they're really beautiful. When I was young, if I look back at my drawings, I can see that I drew a lot of butterflies because they're easy to draw. And also they're just so pretty, You can make all the little squiggly lines and different colors. So I really like butterflies.
I can't draw a butterfly, but I can't draw. But anyway, that's another topic.
Super simple, Brandon.
All right. Well, what do you think about this effort to save the monarch butterflies by literally moving a forest 1,000 feet up a mountain so, they can provide the right climate for the butterflies?
Well, I think you have to look at these, case by case. And in this case, I think it is worth the effort because monarch butterflies, well, they're important to that region. They're, people rely on that for tourism. Like it brings in a lot of tourists. And it's because humans, have endangered or hurt their environment. That's why their numbers are being affected. So in this case, I think it is appropriate that we do something to rectify the damage that we've done.
All right. Well, let's pull back. So we're talking about the situation in Mexico, but let's pull back and look at just the world in general. And what do you think about altering nature in order to save a species, generally speaking?
Right. Like I said, you have to look at it as a case-by-case basis. And I can think of some examples in which, we should allow that species to go extinct because that is just what would naturally happen if there wasn't any human intervention. An example would be the panda bear. It's not really a bear, but pandas would have been extinct a long time ago if humans didn't intervene.
So you don't like the pandas?
No, I love pandas, and I think they're so cute.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
But so much effort and so much money, like an unbelievable amount of money and effort have gone into preserving them, to making sure that they survive.
And we've talked about that recently in advance as well. Yeah.
Because if they were just left on their own, they don't want to mate. And so if they don't mate, they can't reproduce, so they would just naturally go extinct. But because it's a symbol of somewhere, and because people love pandas so much, we've gone through this effort to ensure that they survive.
Well, thanks for sharing your insights with us, Linda, and be sure to check out our entire conservation article for all the details. We'll see you next time here on Insights.